friends, welcome to the world. Deena Safari. You wanted to come by and see me. I have 2 more books to talk about. As you know, that is my theme this summer, is everything that I'm reading, I'm doing reviews on. Yay! Back in January when I wrote on my blog and I was talking about the books that I wanted to read this year, remember I had like a little 2015 book list or whatever. Remember that? There were actually 6 books on that first original list. I don't know how many books I have read this year. If you happen to guess the number 12, you would be correct! Not only did I surpass my original goal, I actually hit my goal, and I doubled it. I've been like devouring books lately, and I'm thinking, well, God, I hope something is seeping in, because these are some really good writers that I'm reading. When I went back and read the new chapter that I was working on, it's really funny. I was noticing some influence in there, which is, it's like, yeah! So I am not stopping. Can't nobody stop this girl. What? I like to read more books, more books, more books. Oh, God. So those are my stats. I'm a reading fiend. So these are the 2 books that I have read that I'm going to be talking about today. Oh, I'm still going. I just realized it. Hold on. I totally just zoned out. I'm sorry about that. Brian has been texting me. We're talking about dinner. This is very important, people. My God, how rude. The Story Life of A.J. Fikry by Gabrielle Zevin. When I checked this book out of the librarian asked me, she was like, like, where did you hear about this book? So I'm thinking, oh. The name of the book should have been different. I feel like it should have been The Story Life. It could have been a series, in my opinion. This is like the book lover's book. Kind of made me feel stupid, like I had never read anything. I don't even know all the books that you're talking about. I've never even heard of some of these. I don't even know who some of these authors are. I almost want to lose my reader card, like I'm not cool enough to read this book. The main character is A.J. Fikry. He is kind of grumbly and like not friendly, you know, but he owns a bookstore on an island, and randomly somebody leaves a baby in his store while he's out for a run. Come back and there's a baby. Whee! And he's like, what? Basically the whole book is just like about him and his relationships with people in regards to books. The writing is different, but it's really good. It's Gabrielle Zevin. I've never even heard of her, but one thing that she has just got down is ambiguity and the mystery of a story. It didn't cross my mind that something might be connected to something else. It just didn't, which makes me sound really, really stupid. We know. Things kind of came out through different characters in the story. You learned like a piece of a puzzle and you put it together. And then you didn't even know there was another piece missing. And then suddenly it's like, oh, wait. Oh, that makes sense now. That makes sense now. I feel like she just took all these genres and like threw them in one book, and it worked. You just have elements of everything. The story is very rich. The characters are well-rounded and they weave perfectly into each other's lives. It comes out very much like actual memories, which is really hard to pull off. By the way, it was solid, like through and through. I mean, I was impressed. It actually lived up to the hype, in my opinion. If you're very well read, you'll enjoy this book probably. It did mention True Blood. I give it 4 stars. A Man Called Ove by Frederick Backman. It was really good. So good. I found this book at the right time, and you can't beat that. The first chapter, I was laughing out loud. You can ask Brian. I was like, oh my God, I love this book. Ah! Like I was freaking out like right after I read it. A guy asked me on Twitter, why is it so good? Well, I will tell you, sir. I will tell you why it's so good. It feels like you're actually getting to know someone. You know the process in real life when you actually get to know somebody, how things unfold over time. You start piecing things together to get the personality and the person and like everything all together. That's what the book does. It pieces together this person. There are some of the best quotes that you will read in this book. Oh, it's so good. It's about this grumpy old man, cynical and just not nice. By the time he's 16, he's an orphan. His wife is dead. He still kind of talks to her. He's suicidal, and it's so funny how he took like this really sad thing and made it funny. Every time he tries to kill himself, somebody interrupts him. A neighbor, a cat, like something happens and he can't kill himself. So he gets aggravated. He's like, I just want to kill myself in peace. He ends up with a cat at the end of the book, because no one else would take this cat in. A lot of fun-loving characters, and they are a little bit cartoonish, I will say. It just is so good, I don't even care. There's like a cat who has like a person's personality. Like, you know, I mean, it doesn't bother me. It should be required reading at some point. I highly recommend this book. Everyone should read it. Frederick Backman. To sum up, if you were looking for, like, The Notebook and Grumpy Old Men thrown together, basically, Frederick Backman. 5 stars. That's a good one. If you are looking for masterful storytelling, lots of genres kind of thrown together, and it works like a beautiful little hodgepodge. You read a lot, and you want to feel really smart when you read Gabrielle Zevin. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.